You want to do your very first multifamily deal, but what comes first? Do you need the deal first, or do you need the capital first? Or is it the other way around? That's exactly what I'm covering in this video today. So make sure you hit the subscribe button right now so you don't miss more videos about building wealth through multifamily real estate. I'm Seth Ferguson. Let's get right into it and talk about what comes first, the deal or the money. You've probably seen my son's pictures on this whiteboard in the past, especially when he uses permanent marker. And he's really into plants right now and how things grow. And he was asking me the other day, he's really into seeds and planting seeds and the life cycle of a plant. And he asked me where seeds come from. And I said, well, they come from the plant, and the plant grows the seeds, they fall off, and then a new plant grows. But then he said, hey, Daddy, where did the first seed come from if there were no plants? And it's like a chicken or the egg question. And that's exactly the question you probably have with real estate deals. Do I need the deal first, or do I need the capital first? Can I get a deal without the capital? And can I get capital without a deal? So I wanted to break down that very question in today's video. To start things off, I want to ask a question. What type of structure are you going to use? What are you doing? Are you going to syndicate a deal, or are you going to create a fund to take down a deal? Because depending on that, you're going to go down a different path. So I'll put a link right up here to a video I did explaining the differences between a syndication and a fund. That video will go in depth. Today we're just going to do the bird's eye view just to get into the meat and potatoes of the topic at hand. So generally speaking, and this is a very broad overview, a syndication is on a deal-by-deal, project-by-project basis. So when you syndicate something, you're going to do it just for that specific property, that specific project. You're going to raise the money you need, do it, and then when the project's done, it's over. A fund, on the other hand, you're going to raise a pool of money, and then you're going to go out, and the fund has a life of its own. It's going to acquire property, divest, sell property, and then a fund can live on for 10, 20, 30, 40 years even. So very different structures that you can use to deploy that capital. For the purposes of today's video, I'm going to concentrate on syndication, so on that project by project, deal by deal basis. That's what we're talking about today. So we have our line here, and I'll put the two sides. So we have the deal side here, and then we have the capital side over here. So what goes into both of these sides, and then we'll figure out which one actually comes first. So the deal, we have our deal funnel, right? So we have to have our contacts at the top. So brokers, sellers, whoever is bringing the deals into our funnel. So that's at the top. And then we have to vet the deal. We have to underwrite the deals that they bring us. And then we have a further round. So then we have to offer on them. And then we get awarded the contract. And then we have to close. Now, obviously, there's a whole lot more that goes into us. There's a due diligence and all that, but I wanted to simplify things today. So in order to find a deal, we have to know our market, then we have to have our contacts get deals sent to us in the top of the funnel. Then we have to underwrite them based on our criteria. What are we looking for? Then we have to make offers, and we're not going to get every single offer we make. Then we get a property under contract, and then we close on the property. That's your deal funnel. On the capital side, we have a different funnel. So we have to bring in a lead, or we'll have a prospect at the top. So we'll have an item of value, some sort of lead magnet to attract the potential investor. And then we have to qualify them. Then they become a lead at that point, at least in my books. And then we have to nurture them, in which case we're building value, demonstrating our expertise. And then we have to present them with a deal. And then we have to fund the deal, and then the deal closes. So that is our capital funnel. So very similar, same idea. We put a lot of things in the top, and then with our criteria, we narrow things down until we finally get one deal. In this case, we have a lot of potential investors that come into our funnel. We have to qualify them, see if there's an alignment there. Do we share the same values? Then we go down, down, down until they actually fund and invest in a deal. So which one actually comes first? Well, this is a trick question. So with the deal, you actually need money for your deposit, right? Like no seller is going to sign over the property without a deposit. So you need money there. So where do you get that money? But then on the capital side, how do we actually fund a deal without, how do we present a deal and get funding without a deal itself, a property? It's kind of going back and forth. And the true answer is we do everything at the same time. Now, let me explain what I mean by this, right? So let's say you are an investor who's looking to syndicate their very first multifamily deal, right? You've done some deals in the past, but now you're looking to raise capital and actually put it to work in a deal and take down a larger deal. What are you going to do? Well, first of all, you're going to start working on your prospecting for capital, right? I create an item of value, a lead magnet, some sort of thing to attract potential investors. This could be in print, this could be digital, this could be, live events, that sort of thing. You're going to create that to attract prospects. At the very same time, you're going to start, you're obviously going to have your market, have selected your market, know what niche you're going into. You're also going to be working your contacts. So you're picking up the phone, meeting face-to-face with sellers, brokers, all your different lead sources. These things are done at the very same time. As you're underwriting, you can start, qualifying and having those conversations with your potential investors. This never stops. This is a constant wheel that you will be spinning for the next, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, as long as you're working in the private equity space. You're always prospecting for new investors and building those relationships. As you're underwriting your deals, you can actually use your underwriting process to nurture your investors. Why are you not going further with this deal? Why did you decide to put this one in the trash bin? These are all things you can use to build your expertise and share them with your database that you're building over here. When you're offering, you're going to be talking with your prospects, being like, hey, listen, we may have a property coming up. We just put in an offer. And then you have it, once you have it under contract, and then you can build your marketing package. We've got the capital and we've got the deal. You're working both at the exact same time. You're never stopping with your prospecting for investors, and you never stop your deal funnel and having new deal flow come in. These two things are the lifeblood of your business, and they never stop. So to answer the question, what comes first, the deal or the capital? They're both equally important, and you're both going to work on them and hone it at the exact same time. And just to give you some clarity on the process, and I kind of alluded to it a little bit, here's the process in a nutshell of syndicating a deal, right? So first of all, you've got the deal right here, and you get the deal under contract, right? Oh, my writing's really bad today. It's not going to change. My writing's always bad. So you get the deal under contract, right? And then you're going to start your due diligence process. Making sure the property is what it is. There's no unexpected surprises in it. Everything works out. At the same time, you're going to be working on your financing, all that sort of stuff. Once you complete your due diligence, or as you complete your due diligence, then you're going to start working on your marketing materials. So your marketing package. Now you can take that marketing package, now approach your potential investors, right? So you're going to be doing your webinars, your calls. You're going to start picking up the phone. Hey, this is my deal. This is what I like about it. This is where we see the deal going. Once that goes out, then you have to do your PPM, your private placement memorandum, your offering memorandum, all your legal documents. Once you have prospective investors that are saying, yeah, this is a deal I want to invest in, they get all of that stuff. Then they sign what's called a subscription agreement. When that's done, they actually fund. So they'll wire over the funds. And then after that, you have your closing. So in a nutshell, this is the process of syndicating a piece of real estate. Now here with the webinars and the calls, this is why working both sides, both funnels simultaneously is important. A brand new investor who just comes into your sphere and into your database will not be ready to fund a deal if you're presenting them with the deal almost right off the bat. Number one, we have to be careful about the legal side of things and making sure we're very compliant. But number two, you have to build trust. You have to build that relationship. So this is why you have to start prospecting for investors right here. Just as you started prospecting for that deal you eventually find, because by the time you go through this process here, you will have built that trust and your credibility, and the investors will like and trust you, and then they will be willing to fund your deal so you can take it down, close it, and then earn money for everybody. So this is the syndication process right here. And like I said, you are working your deal funnel and you are working your capital funnel at the exact same time. So if you're interested in learning more about multifamily real estate investing, join my free Facebook group. Link down right below. Great group of people. We just had an amazing event at the Multifamily Conference last 2 weeks ago in Toronto. It was awesome. So if you like this video, if you found it useful, hit the like button, leave a comment, let me know what you think. And until next time, happy investing.